everyone. Welcome to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. So, finally we get some fall weather.
Yes.
We have jackets on. We have long sleeve shirts on. We got our caps on.
Our good hats.
Oh, it's so nice to be out of that Texas heat. But who knows? Tomorrow it could change. So, that's just the way Texas is. All right. So today, guys, we are, since this is Halloween...
Yes.
We are going to do a Halloween blend. And I'm not talking about pumpkin or any of that kind of garbage. I'm talking about our trusty good old friend from Cornell Diehl, Haunted Bookshop. That's right. So we are going to give you our impressions on Haunted Bookshop. Now, I have never smoked this before. So this is actually my first impression on what we're going to do. So let's.
I have smoked this before.
Okay, well, don't tell me anything. I don't want to hear anything about it. Okay, I don't want you to change my opinion of it at all. I want to give a true first impression on this.
Very well.
All right, so we're going to jump right into it, guys. This is, of course, from Cornell Diehl. It is a Burley-based blend. It has Burley, Perique, and Virginia in it. No toppings or flavorings. It's a coarse cut. It comes in 2-ounce tins, 8-ounce tins, and also in bulk form. What we're smoking is actually in bulk form. It's available wherever you can get Cornell Diehl products.
Yep.
We got this from smokingpipes.com. So let's just jump right in and let's talk about the tin note on this one.
All right.
So what do you think about this? Since you are familiar with this, why don't you start?
So I smoked this last year. First time I purchased it was around the same time last year when it first started getting cold. And it was when I was really wanting to start experiencing something different than Virginia's. So I went in towards the Burley area thinking Burley seemed to be a good category that a lot of prominent figures, some mostly writers in the older days, really smoked. And I love the way this one smells particularly, because we've tried some Burleys before, and some of them didn't really ring true the way I wanted it to.
A lot of the Burleys that we've tried have been topped with something.
Yes, and not to mention, some of them have been very, very Burley-only tobaccos. And Burley on its own, to me, is not a tobacco that stands alone. That's my opinion. Having smelt this one, though, you get a lot of that dry, nutty, earthy scent. Really, really forward on that. And with a little bit of Perique, you get some of that spice. Just a little. But the Virginias really, I think, mellow it out with a little bit of that light sweetness that Virginias add to a tobacco. Just in their scent, that grassy scent to it. It works well with the full, bold, earthy flavors of a Burley.
I'm getting a funkiness out of it.
That's a Burley, though.
Earthy, musty funkiness.
That's what I get out of Burleys, though, is like a funk. Is actually, funk is a good way of saying it.
Yeah, there's just a funky kind of,
funky going with Dean.
Yeah, it's just got a funky nastiness to it, It's
yeah.
And it's not bad, but it's just kind of pungent. It's a little pungent. Almost like you get the smell from fresh mushrooms,
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those.
I get some sweetness in there. I get some sweetness probably from the Virginias, maybe a little from the Perique, I don't know. But most of it is just that that funkiness that's going on.
Yeah,
it's a cool scent.
Yeah, that's the thing. I have to say that it is that it's a funk, it's a stink, but it's one of those smells that's not aggressive, not pushy, and not offensive. I think is the real word I'm looking for. It's just an interesting nuance that if you're not familiar with Burleys, this is one of the ones that has that funk to it. There's a couple other Burley blends that we've tried that either have a topping to try and mask that scent or to try and add a different flavor to it. When I think of Burleys, this is the kind of scent I always think of. It's more of a musty, earthy,
Yeah.
very bold scent.
It's like it's been sitting there for a while.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of fermented a little, maybe.
Well,
I
and
don't
it's
know.
partially probably the way they make burleys. They do let it ferment a bit.
Well, but the Perique is also kind of fermented
And
a
I
little bit
think
too,
that's the thing that makes it different. That's why I've been comparing all other burleys we've tried to this one right here.
That's
Because
interesting.
This one has a different taste and a different
Yeah, this
scent.
is the first time I've even had a whiff of it, so that's really interesting. What's going on with all of this? You do get a little bit of that nuttiness in there, but mostly I get a mustiness and earthiness.
Yep.
Kind of like mushroom.
Yep.
A little bit of the sweetness in there, a little bit of a grassy hay smell, but mostly it's that earthy mustiness that's
Yeah.
going on in there.
Yep.
Cool. All right, well, let's talk about the taste. What do you think?
I like this taste.
So this is, everybody talks about this, on all of my Facebook groups,
Yeah.
every time I get on Instagram, everybody goes, oh, haunted bookshop, you got to try it. And I've never been a really big Perique fan. I've never been a really big Burley fan. I have a few that I smoke. But the reason why I want to preface that is because there's so much chatter out there about this, And so now let's hear what you got to say. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. I caved to the chatter last year, and that's when I bought this. And if y'all can't tell, this was my choice for the episode today. But I like this taste. This is what I thought, and this is why I thought I would like Burley's, is because of this tobacco right here. I really thought that all other Burleys were supposed to be similar to this. It was supposed to be. This is what a Burley is. This is how it feels. This is how much stronger a tobacco can be, and I thought everything else was supposed. That's what a Burley was. So I was measuring all of my other experiences with that same family to this one right here, and they don't measure up, in my opinion. They don't measure up to this one. Those Virginias and those Periques add those flavors that make me really enjoy pipe smoking. This is why I like a Burley.
Well, it is a Burley forward, for sure. But it's not like any other Burley I've ever tasted.
Nope. It's that, I don't know how much Virginia, I don't know how much Perique they use, but the fact that there's a little bit of a vapor in there is what changes it from being a very strong, musty, heavy smoke to being, this is a little lighter. It's got some spice to it, but you can feel the boldness.
Yeah. I would say that the flavor, the taste profile on this is medium to full, somewhere in between there.
You get some of those nutty flavors.
What hits me first, more than anything, is the sweetness. There's a sweetness in there that I think is coming from some of the Virginias, because it's got some red Virginias in this, some matured red Virginias in here. And the Perique also loans it. A lot of people know Periques as being a spicy tobacco, but Perique also has a side of it that gives you kind of a dark fruit flavor as well.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting those. I'm getting some plums, some fig, some raisin in this.
Yeah.
That's getting a little bit of that taste. And I taste a little bit of the Virginia in there, but I taste mostly the nuttiness and earthiness from the Burleys, and that dark fruit from the Perique. And there is a little spice into it, but man, this is not like anything I've ever tried.
No, it's to me, and that's why I think I have a problem smoking other Burley blends. The only other one that I've enjoyed other than this is by Ken Byron, and it's that Burley Morning Delight.
Burley Morning
Pipe.
Pipe.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's the only That's the only other one. Because I get stuck comparing all
Well,
other
the difference
Burleys
between
to this
those,
blend.
those are straight Burleys in that one. The difference in that is that it has a topping. This doesn't.
Yeah, he
This
complements
has
the Burley with coffee.
This
and other
has
things.
just an excellent natural sweetness, natural flavors to
Oh,
it.
it almost tastes like it's just natural tobacco.
Golly, you get a little bit of the nuttiness from
Mm-hmm.
the Burleys and so even some hints of dark chocolate
Yep.
going through there as well. You know, at times the Perique is kind of sticking some spice in there, and sometimes it's not. There's a slight sweetness consistent through all of it. This is delicious.
Yeah.
This is delicious.
Good tobacco.
And this is the bulk stuff.
Yeah.
Typically, the tins are supposed to be even a little more matured and
A
more.
little more rich. They have a little more flavor to it because they've been sealed and compressed.
Yeah, I like this. This is good. All right, so what do you think about the room note?
So I think the room note is tolerable. It's not one of those smokes that's drawing people in. It's got the same funk from the tin
That's what I was going to
coming
say.
out of the smoke.
Yeah, it's got that funkiness going
That
on with it.
funkiness. And unless you are a pipe smoker, you are not going to like this. If you are a pipe smoker, you're going to find the scent very tolerable, and you might ask a couple questions. But if you're a predominantly aromatic smoker, you're going to find this smell off-putting. Even more so than the English blends, because it's very pungent.
You know, I've always said that I've never been a really good Virginia or vapor smoker because of the sting that I get from those tobaccos. I'm not getting any of that at all from this. This is smooth all the way. Well, going back to the room note, yeah, I'm with you on that. There's a pungent funkiness that goes on with it, but it's still really enjoyable.
Yeah, and it's one of those pungent smells that, like, I've smoked this in my vehicle, and I've gotten out of my vehicle and done some work, and then gone back to it an hour later,
And it's still there.
it's still there. You know, it's one of those smells, and unless you're familiar with it, and unless you know what the smoke is, and unless you can, ooh, yeah, that's Haunted Bookshop. Ooh, I'm gonna have some. You're not gonna be like, oh yeah, that smell.
You know,
It's not like pumpkin pie.
the one negative that I would say about this is that, at least for this batch that we got, it came to us pretty dry.
It did. It came a bit dry, and I
And
haven't
so it
bought-
burns quicker, it smokes faster. You don't get to enjoy it unless you're just really slow sipping it.
Yeah.
But the way I smoke, you know, this is probably a group 3 size bowl. It's about an average size bowl. Yours is about a group 4.
Yeah, a little bit.
And, you know, I'm going to be done with this in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 30-minute smoke.
Yeah.
But that's the only negative that I have so far on it. What do you think about the nicotine content on this one?
So this one is a medium, little over medium nicotine hit to me. And this is why I thought I would like Burley's, because I want something to smoke, enjoy that had that natural tobacco taste, but I could get a buzz off of. I don't know how else to put it. I want to have a smoke sometimes that I can feel a slight relax buzz, something to zone down into.
Yeah.
And this is why I thought Burley's were the way to go. And they are, but I can't tolerate a lot of the pure Burley blends on that stuff. Just the taste and the upkeep of them sometimes
This
is too much.
This is maybe my 4th or 5th smoke today. 4th smoke today. And right now I'm feeling about a medium.
Yeah.
About a medium nicotine strength to this. So, you know, if I was smoking it all day, I probably would feel a little bit more. But
Yeah.
this one, well, let's a few more things about this one. You know, it's got a nice full flavor to it. I'm being told that this is not an all day smoke, but
I wouldn't see why in the right conditions it couldn't be.
I'm not feeling a sting. It's not too rough on my palate.
No.
You know, I could give this a shot for an all day smoke.
I could too. But having said that, I bought this last year, and even though I enjoy the smoke as much as I do, a lot of you longtime viewers will know that it never ended up in my top 5, purely because I think it has to meet the right conditions for it to be considered an all-day smoke. Because it's so strong, and because I couldn't imagine smoking something so strong in 98-degree weather.
That has a lot to do with it.
I don't think, because I only buy this tobacco when it starts hitting September, October. And then when it hits November, whatever I got left, I smoke. But then I start moving on to my English blends. A lot of Kias, those really rich, flavorful tastes, because it's much colder and I want something much fuller, much smokier. And I just find myself in those positions every year, no matter what I do, I always pick based on how it feels outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
well, I'll tell you, it burns cool. It's clean. It's going all the way down. It's consistent flavor all the way through. I don't feel any moisture in the bowl at all. The aftertaste lingers. I mean, you taste it.
Yeah.
Man, this is like a codger blend with an attitude.
Yeah.
Is what this is. This is really surprising. I really like it. It's pretty good. I like it. Well, like I said, we bought this in bulk. So in bulk form, it comes to about $3.10 per ounce. So that's not going to hit your pocketbook too hard.
No, for $4 to try an ounce of it. If you haven't yet, and you haven't come across the buzz online about it, go ahead and make the next commitment. Whenever you buy another tin of tobacco online, just put an ounce in the basket. Give it a try, because this time of year, it's got to be perfect for you. I think it's one of those unsung heroes of the tobacco world that only gets a good amount of praise when it's the right time.
Yeah.
And
I was reading, though, that guys are, there's the diehards, the guys that really love this and smoke it. They smoke it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't matter what time of the year it is. And I can see that. I can see that because it's
one of those tobaccos.
It's tasty. It really is tasty. All right. Well, you got anything you want to add to that until before we get into our ratings?
No, I think I've pretty much covered everything. I think this is a very good smoke in any pipe I've ever smoked out of, and it doesn't ghost. Somebody had mentioned that before too, that I have seen, that they're worried about it ghosting a pipe or anything like that. And I've never had a pipe that I've smoked this out of that I've been worried about tasting this afterwards.
Well, yeah, I don't know about. I'd have to try it a couple of times and see, But because I'm thinking that Perique might kind of stick its head out in another smoke.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But ghosting it, we'll have to check it out. Well, all right. What would you give Haunted Bookshop?
A 4 out of 5 shots. Reason being, wouldn't be a 5 because I feel like the conditions have to be right. Like I said, I really only buy this tobacco 2 months out of the year, but I enjoy my experience with it every time I purchase it. If I were to be, in my own mind, foolish enough to purchase this tobacco mid-June, I would not enjoy it as much as I do when I smoke it now. And it's because I feel like it has its place in my world. And its place belongs right around the spooky time of the year.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I have yet to find my Burley. This, I think, can be it. This, I think, could be my Burley. I've here last month or so, I've been smoking a lot of Virginia Periques,
Yeah.
to try to find the one I want, and I think I have, and we're going to talk about that next week. But this is my Burley, and I think it's because of the Perique in this blend that helps it become my Burley blend.
I think so too.
I'm going to give it a solid 4 as well, and this is going in my rotation.
Yeah,
I'm going to smoke this one pretty often. This I think is a perfect Deer Lease blend.
it is.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about it like that because I've always just thought of it as a Halloween night. I'm going to smoke this while I take the kids trick or treating.
This is going to the Deer Lease with me. It's going to be a good traveling one for me. I like it a lot.
It's a good smoke.
Between the two of us, we got a 4.
Solid 4 out of this.
Nice. All right, so here we go. Here's 2.
Oh, by the way, guys, I'm smoking this out of just an RNA Treasures pipe with a little custom bit that we also purchased from RNA Treasures. So it's a Frankenstein pipe. We bought it bare. I stained it myself. We coated it in wax. We did all the work on it. So this is one of my own making, but not my product.
Yeah, but the whole point of that is that that's a $6 pipe now.
That smokes like it's a $30 or $40 pipe.
And you're saying that in that pipe this is a 4 for you. So that speaks well of the pipe
and the tobacco.
And also the tobacco. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I've got this RNA Treasures Algerian briar. That's French briar.
Yes.
This is Algerian briar. I actually got this for free because I bought 10 of those.
You bought a lot of these at the time.
I bought 10 of those, and they threw this in. And I'm smoking it out of that. This is going to become my one of my Burley or Virginia Vapor pipes. And, you know, it just goes to show you that you don't have to go out and spend $500 on a pipe to enjoy the hobby or the lifestyle, however you want to call it.
Absolutely.
That we do. So, all right, well, we give it a 4. Nice. All right, you got anything else you want to say? Guys, first of all, thank you so much. I thought the giveaway went really, really well.
Yeah.
We had 126 people that entered that giveaway. Both of the pipes are sent off. The tobacco has been sent off. And so you guys that got those prizes, if you have them, please send us a picture with you and those pipes so that we can show it off to all of our other folks that participated.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for all your subscriptions. Thank you so much for your support and all your comments. It means a lot to us. We're not making a dime off of this. We're actually losing money on this because we have
call it losing.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're spending our own money on something that we love.
We would have done it anyway.
Yeah, it would have been spent anyway. But the point is that it's nice to know that there are people out there that support us and
really
appreciate
support us. Yeah.
Appreciate what we're doing. So anyway,
that's kind of what I wanted to say was, you know, we have a lot of supporters and we have a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of things that we're also working on in the background, of course, that we're trying to think about, that we're wanting to bring forward to you guys as a community, maybe strengthen our bond with the community on it. So if any of you have some ideas, please leave that in the comments down below.
All right, well, this Cornell Diehl Haunted Bookshop has been a pleasant surprise on this Halloween night.
Yeah.
So I'm, like I said, I'm gonna get more of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in the rotation. It's really nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy probably 2 more ounces before it starts turning over, and then we're good.
Cool. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, thanks for coming over tonight
No
and sharing
problem.
a bowl with me.
Yeah, no problem.
We appreciate you guys very much, and don't forget,
Make all your piping moments count.
y'all take care. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.